Jigs and those who wish to be hi, and hello, rock on today, peeps. It is a Monday night. I welcome you all to an awesome show here tonight. Welcome to the Jigs and Reels on TikTok, as well as now on Facebook Live. Welcome, everybody. Tonight is going to be an awesome show. If you're on TikTok, you're in this live streaming behind the scenes footage of what I do here at the radio station in Kitchener-Waterloo. It is all Newfoundland music all night for the next 90 minutes. But if you want to listen to it live, the music side of it, www.ckwr.com. Hello, Mr. Dino Reed. Hello, Dougie Fry. We got ourselves a good show on hand tonight. Hope you guys are ready. I know I am, because tonight's show is sponsored by Red Bull, the shit that gives you wings. Hello, Johnny Wetter. Oh, yeah. I got two tonight, so I'm hitting the gym. And tonight's topic, if you guys didn't see it, it's going to be a sensitive one, y'all. Oh. Should marry me, but how you did you see me? Darts tonight there, Dougie Fry? You got some darties on the go, some darts, some darts? Hello, Jeremy. You're not late, my friend. You are just on time, brother man. Let's see. Where are we on this one? There we go. I'm going to go on that. And we're going to go here. We're going to go there, because I got to see myself on this. And there, and there. We're bound for Liverpool. Sometimes we're bound for Spain. Oh, Jesus, I almost sound like frickin' almost sound like Arthur there for a second. We're bound for Liverpool. Sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, Miss Johnny's heave away. Hey. There we go. Woo! All right. Lisa Lane from Westport. Who's Francie Barrett? Never heard of her. Ooh, well, good evening, Newfoundlanders and those who wish to be. It is I, again, here on a show called Jigs and Reels. It is an all Newfoundland music radio show. 90 minutes of the best in Newfoundland music this side of the St. Lawrence. The beard is looking pretty good tonight to those that are watching online. Yes, the Santa Claus beard is coming in nicely to you all watching on behind the scenes of Facebook and TikTok. Hi. What's going on? If you guys want to watch the live interactive streaming aspect of it, you can go to my Facebook page as well as TikTok and search for Jigs and Reels. So I got it on and I see the side profile. The beard looks really good. I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm just going to look at myself for a second here. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's good. No vanity whatsoever. It is Monday, November 27th. It's the last Monday here of November. And it is snowing here in Kitchener-Waterloo. Is it snowing where you guys are? Is it snowing in Newfoundland? Is it snowing in Westport? Is it snowing where you guys are? Cave Crew Radio is on TikTok. Hello, guys. Tonight's show, fantastic music. Christmas music still on the go. Also, tonight, I will preface this. Show is going to deal with some sensitive topics when I interview Tina Olivero as well as Glen Roil. Tina, we've all seen on the Facebook and such like that. Ben's benefit concert last week. We're going to talk to her about that and about obviously the stigma that goes around addiction. We're going to talk to Glen Roil coming up on holidays, the mental health and the awareness. It is a good time. Again, it is a sensitive topic, but it needs to be discussed. And we're going to talk about that tonight very, very shortly. We've got some, again, like I said, great music, some new music tonight. Denise Sully-Critch's niece is now taking over the microphone and recording a song or two with my buddy Fitz. We're going to hear from her later on. We're also going to hear a song from, what else do I have coming up tonight? I got to click over here. I didn't get a chance to go into the other studio to line things up. Georgie Power and Sons of Lloyd, a brand new song from each of them tonight. So lots of stuff to get through. So let's kick off tonight's show, shall we? This was a request sent in by my good buddy Jeremy. This is actually done by the Irish Descendants, who, by the way, I will be talking with Con next Monday night. The legendary, the GOAT himself, Mr. Con O'Brien. This is a song from ID, Irish Descendants, brand new stuff. And the song is called Hello, Mom and Dad. Brand new music, brand new Christmas music from Irish Descendants, Jigs and Reels, 98.5 CKWR. Mom and Dad, here you go. Hello, Steve Reed. How are you now, buddy? Happy birthday, by the way. Francis, right? Francis Reed celebrating a birthday. See, the Dolphins won. The Dolphins won on Friday, so I wore it on Saturday. Thank you for bringing that up because, of course, the Bills did lose. So any Bills fans out there, I'm terribly sorry. Matt Hoddle, really sorry that the Bills lost. Matt Hoddle. Oh, I always bust his chops because he's a Bills fan. All right, let's see here what we got here. So I heard this song earlier today, and I was like super happy, and I said I had to get this on. So that's it. Trish Reed. Sorry. It was, I hope Trish didn't hear that name. Trish Reed. Yes, because I got the note here, Steve, and I'm going to give her a big shout out tonight. Michelle Ernest, how are you? Good to see you. Where am I going here? I'm going here. There's what I want. There we go. Spread the word, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to spread the word that this is live. We are live here at the studio. Spread it around. I know you weren't expecting the Irish Descendants version, Mr. Jeremy Jane, because this only got on Wednesday. I got this CD on Wednesday. Light winds or snow, is it? Home for Christmas. Hello, Miss Reynolds. I know I'm doing a pretty good job on the Santa beer tonight. Dana and I went to the mall, and I said to her, can we go get our picture taken with Santa? I want to see whose beard is more real, his or mine. We didn't get a chance, though. You know those mall Santas. Always fake beards. Now I got to go Friday. I got to get her trimmed. But it's coming along nicely. How's everybody else doing, ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody else doing? What's going on? How was everybody's weekend? Go ahead. You're on the interactive. Go ahead. Tell me. Who's going to see, those that are in Newfoundland, who's going to go see some absolute amazing concerts that are coming up? Shanneyganock at the Whale, Hamilton Sound, Amity. There's so many amazing Christmas concerts coming up in Newfoundland. God damn, I wish I could go. And Dana leaves in a couple of weeks to go see my friend and our sister from another mister. Just actually for Doug's Jigs dinner. That's the only reason she's going. Oh, and Aunt Karen and Uncle Robert's Jigs dinner. It's the only reason she's going. It's just to eat. Because I know I will be. Johnny and I are in the midst of booking our trip for next March. Oh, you're going to go see Randy finally, Jeremy. Beauty, buddy. Hello, Mr. Steven. How the hell are you? Again, those that are on TikTok, this is the behind the scenes interactive. We do this on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube as well.
I'll tell you a story that will give you a shock. It's all about a murder on a St. John's dock.
It's a good song. I heard this the other day, and I was like, all right. Of course, where did I hear this? I heard this on the Jigs and Reels radio show, Radio KW. Who's been listening in? There's been some great Christmas tunes being played. And threw in the river like a crust of bread with a Just like me, buddy. All right, go make that telephone call.
And his face turned purple, and before he fell, she hiked up her skirt and she ran like hell.
There we go. Well, hello again, sir. How the hell are you?
Okay, how are you doing?
Not so bad. You're looking pretty good there, Glenn. You're looking all right. To see you got your hair cut.
Perfect. I'm good.
Aren't we all? Aren't we always looking good, buddy?
Oh, you're looking always good. Thanks for the shout outs over the last little while in the air. I do appreciate it, sir.
Of course, Glenn. You're a brother. Got to get you going, man. Is Tina there with you?
I'm here.
Hello, Miss Tina. How are you?
Hi, I'm feeling pretty good, all things considered.
Of course. We'll touch base on that, obviously, and yeah, we'll save all that stuff till I get on the air, till I can publicly say I'm sorry. Yeah. How's the weather down home?
It's like super windy and about to get windier.
Oh. Does it ever get windy? Can it ever get windier in Newfoundland? Does that even happen?
So we're going from like 80 kilometers an hour to 140.
Yeah, honestly, it's another big kind of, with the snowstorm, we'd be very lean, but we've had a couple of weeks that it hasn't been no wind like yesterday, which we generally don't get at all, but it's just.
Yeah. You know what? In other parts of the country, that would be called a hurricane. But in Newfoundland, it's just high winds. All right, hold on. Jigs and Rails 98.5 CKWR. That is Anchors Away and Biddy McGraw. I heard that song earlier this week on the Jigs and Reels Radio KW show. That is on Live 365. It is a show that plays nothing but Newfoundland music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is the only radio station that plays all Newfoundland music from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I heard that song today, and I'm like, damn it. Got to play that tonight. We also had Irish Descendants from their Christmas album, Hello, Mom and Dad. We've got Tina and Glen on the phone. We're going to talk to them in about 17 seconds. Hold on. All right, we're back here on Jigs and Reels and live on the telephone from all the way from Newfoundland, where they said the winds are going to get windier, if that is even such a thing. We have some very good friends of mine, Glen, Roil and Tina Olivero. Welcome you two to the show. Let me first say that this is going to be obviously a very sensitive topic that we are talking about this evening. So if you do feel at all any uncomfortableness, please, you know what to do. However, this topic is very, very, very important to discuss. And Jigs and Reels and myself know we don't play music all the time. We talk about top of the mind awareness and certain issues that take place across the island of Newfoundland and Labrador. And this is one of them that needs to be addressed. So welcome to the show, Tina and Glen. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having us. It is an important topic for sure.
It is, and let me, Tina, first off, say I'm truly sorry to have heard and to see kind of what's been going on. However, you're turning this into something that is so powerful, and it's so needed. And you know what, you're a mother, you're an advocate, you're a pioneer, and your strong-willed and determination has done what you've done. Tina, tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into talking with Glen.
Okay, sure. I mean, I had a horrific experience with my son, lost my son to addictions and overdose last summer. It didn't start last summer. It started 7 years ago. And I think that watching your son deteriorate before your eyes is the Newfoundland and Labrador. It's an absolute epidemic everywhere I turn. I get 2 or 3 calls a day from parents going through the exact same thing. So it's horrific.
It certainly is. Last week, you held a benefit concert in Ben's honor. The response and the outcome for that was nothing less but stellar. The lineup, the support, the feedback. Is that what you had hoped for when putting that together? What were your thoughts when all of a sudden you went, I want to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I created an organization called Guardians of Recovery.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's Guardians of Recovery Foundation. And the goal there is to transform addiction into recovery.
Right.
And to create a culture of recovery so that we have sober living homes, sober living communities, sober living, I'd like to see a sober living city. Because 1 in 6 people are affected by mental health and addiction. And leaving out 1 of every 6 people is not an inclusive society. So if we truly want to deal with the epidemic, we need to start creating the environments where people are going to thrive, and that is sober living environments for the drug epidemic that we have. And we are where we are, and it's horrific, but what's coming is even more scary, because right now the number 1 killer of our youth aged 10 to 19 is illicit drugs in Canada.
Right.
And we have to be, proactive and act immediately to get this ship going in the right direction.
Well, Glen, let me turn this over to you. Just recently, Newfoundland just launched a new telephone number that is for mental health awareness and addiction. Is that correct? What is that number and can you describe what that is then, please?
Yes, Dean. Yeah, good evening to yourself and your listeners. It is actually a nationwide number that's going to launch on this Thursday, November 30th, 2023. It's called 988.
Okay.
The National Mental Health Suicide Prevention Resource Line. It shows that anywhere in this country, like similar to 911, people have a single-digit number to call. And for the default here in the province of Newfoundland, it will go back to the 811 and connect with resources. So it may be similar in Ontario, or they may be using, I think, Crisis Services of Canada. But it's a single point where people can get access to the mental health services that they need when they're in crisis, not having to worry about 6 or 7 digits that they don't know, because everybody knows when there's a fire, or there's a medical alert, or there's a police response, everybody knows to call 911. And so we want this similar to the 988. They launched in the United States last July 16th, 2022, and it's becoming a fairly good success down there, and we want to see similar for Canada.
Perfect. So Glen, why don't we take a step back? Glen, you are an advocate for mental health, but you also have many other titles behind you. Tell us what they are.
Many of the titles that I have behind me is that I'm an award-winning global mental health advocate. I do a lot of work around Stigma Zero, which is workplace mental health. I do also a fair bit of work in terms of national basic income and poverty elimination, recipient of a number of human rights awards, involved with the business sector, the community sector, around with government. I'm promoting that for what I've gone through from my personal standpoints with mental health. I don't want to see anybody else to go through it at all. And I'm just the caveat or the voice or the conduit to make sure that everybody gets access to the programs and the services that they truly deserve. Not want, they do deserve, because mental health and addiction are health issues. They're not criminal justice. They're not other aspects of life. Right. They are basic necessities for survival.
Now, Tina, how did you come about meeting up with Glen and getting this all together then for the Guardians of Recovery?
Yeah, I mean, I've known Glen for a long time. I've always been interested in mental health and addiction solutions because it runs in our family. And my brother had bipolar and schizophrenia, my oldest brother. He's since passed. But so it's been sort of in our family. And I met Glen on, many initiatives in the past. So this was just like a natural, progression of what we could do next to help our community. And every single person has been a volunteer. Mm-hmm. And it's taken a village to get us to where we are in 4 months. But in 4 short months, we had a Roil Confederation building. We We've had a warming event where we've supported the homeless. We've supported the tent city with helping people without homes. We had the benefit. We have helped hundreds and hundreds of parents with addicted loved ones with Sunday afternoon class to help them. We have 23 people gone to recovery since Ben died. So every single step forward is a win, and it takes people like Glen and all the other volunteers to really make it happen. People are just acting from what they know to do and what is right to do, and that's what's driving it.
In only 4 months, that is absolutely incredible. You talk about the tent cities and such like that. I remember Dana and I were home and we talked to a gentleman, and I wish I could remember his name off the top of his head. And we sat down with him, and he was homeless, and he basically said he's trying to get back on his feet. He has kids.
Yeah.
They're older kids, and he's been sober for a while. And what he said to me and to Dana and I was the fact that he didn't want to go into these sober houses because he felt that he was going to get back off track and become addicted again, because that's where it happens. And the story he was telling us was the fact that he's trying his hardest. He's been sober for 4 months, and he's wanting to see his kids again, and they're older kids, and he's having grandkids. And it's things like that that pull at your heartstrings, that sit there and go, okay, what can we as a society do? And I know you lost your son to an overdose, and we talked about, and I've read this, that there was a case of possible fentanyl. And that is, of course, the deadliest drug that anyone can take. And that's such heartening news. But where, with his passing, are you drawing that strength from Ben through you to do this? Because I'm sure that's what Ben would want.
There's absolutely no doubt about it that Ben is working through me. And I had absolutely no intentions of doing this. I have my own business. It's in the energy sector.
Yep.
And this was not on my radar whatsoever. But when Ben died, I spent 6 years chasing Ben on the streets, trying to make sure he was fed, clothed, okay. But he chose to live in shelters because a lot of the shelters here are where the drugs are.
Absolutely, yes.
That's the drug community. And when you're addicted, that's your place to be able to fulfill that addiction. Ben had a safe home. He could have come home at any time, and indeed he did at times. But he lived a horrific life during that time of his addiction. And, what he went through was it's unspeakable things that he went through in those shelters. And sometimes, people are not going to come back from that. Like he found someone who committed suicide and hung himself outside the building. Was horrific. I mean, I'll never forget the look on Ben's face when that happened. He did come home that night. And there's just, witnessing murders and things.
Right.
And Ben was like a gentle soul. He had a drug addiction, but he had a very severe underlying mental health issue. And it wasn't his nature to be violent or any of that. But he suffered a huge addiction. And, that's not a choice. That's a mental illness like dementia. We treat it like a choice, and therefore our people are left out in tents on society. Most of them have anti-stigma, and anti-stigma is prevalent in 40% of bipolar patients and 80% of schizophrenia patients. And what anti-stigma means is a person does not have the capacity to have cause and effect to see that they're actually unwell. And that's the majority of our homeless. So people need early diagnosis. You need to understand what's going on in their brains, because what's going on the inside is reflected on the outside. If someone's homeless, it's because they're homeless within their own mind.
Right.
We got to get the picture right. We need brain scans. We need early intervention, early medication, and not leave our people out there. Like I was down at Tent City earlier tonight, and it's freezing out.
Yeah.
It's freezing. And I don't know, She Cove, and she's been there like since November, early November. And she's just like, well, you just get used to it, and you build, you build a tent with as much around you as possible, and you survive it. And that's not what I want for our people. Like,
No.
we don't do that with people with dementia.
No.
Why would we do it with someone with a brain illness addiction?
Yeah.
It's unacceptable.
I agree. Absolutely. We are talking with Tina Olivero as well as Glen Roil, mental health advocate and part of Ben's laws. What is the Ben's laws of recovery, right?
Yeah. Ben's initially when we built that group, that was another thing that happened after Ben died was put that group together, and there's 4,800 people in it.
Yes.
In 4 months. And that's Ben's law, the human right to live addiction free. And, in the same way that, it's a human right to have care if you have dementia or if you have, any other kind of mental illness. We wanted to change the law so that parents could be in the circle of care.
Yeah.
Right now, the privacy law prevents you from, as a parent, even caring for your kids, even if they've overdosed. And the privacy laws were meant to protect people, not kill people. And that's what's happening to our kids. If you talk to many of the parents whose kids have died from overdose, it's because they couldn't intervene. They couldn't help their kids. Like, I didn't even know. Nobody told me Ben overdosed. I found out on the internet that Ben had died. This is because of the privacy law. So
Yeah.
we have to tweak the laws, and we have to allow parents in the circle of care or, loved ones in the circle of care. We have to make sure that people have early diagnosis, because if someone does have anti-stigma, they don't have capacity of choice.
Right.
They don't have capacity of law. They don't have capacity to stand in front of a judge. They can say that they do, and they can sound like they're with the program.
Coherent, sure.
But they're absolutely not. All you have to do is look at what's going on in their life.
Yeah.
People are cycling through the courts over and over again, and we don't have any medical intervention.
Right.
What we need is, right at the point of the judicial system and the medical system, the minute someone shows up with any sort of, mental health and addictions issue, is test them right away, find out what's going on, and then create a protocol of care.
A flow chart in certain ways to go, what do they need to next? You had Damien Follett play at the concert. Let's play a track from him. One of his songs that talk about mental health and within himself is a song called Demons. We'll take a quick musical break from my friend Damien Follett. Song's called Demons. We'll be back to talk to Tina and Glen right after this. Jigs and Reels. Thank you. This is the story is getting out, my friend. I've got a lot of people on the behind the scenes talking about it. It's good. I'm absolutely, I totally agree. And like, I can play music till the cows come home, but at the end of the day, it's the discussion of open topics of being aware. And those that know me know the fact that I'm all about the support of Newfoundland music, no matter, and Newfoundland culture, no matter what it is, where it is, how it is, it gets there for sure. Oh, you have no idea. Glen knows a little bit of what I'm going through, so trust me, this is a topic that's personal to me as well. So yeah.
And Tina, perhaps just to pick up on that, what Tina was saying, like, we do have mental health and addiction support, but the individual has to take responsibility so they can work through and get access. But I think it's the perspective, if they can't comprehend that.
But why would they? If they're getting candy from the candy shop, why would they want to go and get help?
Precisely. So like, this is the point, is that they gotta say that people are not well, they need the help, they need to be funneled through the health system, not the criminal justice system.
Now, does Newfoundland have, see here in Ontario, especially in Waterloo, we have three or four assisted sites where people can go in. There is a nurse, there is NACS kits and everything like that. But it's basically you go in and you do what you need to do, fresh needles and everything like that under the care and the guidance of a nurse that's in there. Does Newfoundland have that at all?
We're starting to at all, but we're at the early steps here at all because, like, Ontario, other parts.
Of course, I get it, but it's something that's in the works, and it's showed as being successful here in Ontario, especially in Kitchener-Waterloo. But there's still the overdose, and I've said this before. And you know what? They catch the drug dealers, they catch those that are dealing, and they get a slap on the wrist. I'm terribly sorry. But if somebody passes away, that should be constituted as second-degree murder because you took part in supplying that gun, that knife, that drug to cause them to die. There should be that element, and perhaps those dealers and those pushers would be a little bit more hesitant to be doing something in the end to help that person pass. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, it's especially with fentanyl. Anybody dealing with fentanyl should be given 10, 20 years to life. Screw that shit. I'm so against that stuff.
And Dean, it's almost
You say that on the radio.
you could be premeditated because you have poison you're giving.
Yep, absolutely. And we will. And I'd say I'm more than happy to, for sure. So the next little bit, we'll go for about 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. I do want to talk about obviously the holidays coming up, Glen, and how people can be prepared for that. And absolutely.
Perfect, Dean. I appreciate it.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. Demons from my friend Damian Follett, who is also, of course, friends with my friends Glen and Tina, who I have live on the telephone from Newfoundland. Tina Olivero, who lost her son through an overdose last year, and Glen, who is the advocate, huge global award-winning advocate for mental health. Now, we talked off the air, and we'll get this out right now. So, Tina, Ben passed away, overdosed on a drug cocaine laced with fentanyl. Is that correct? Was that the finding that they did?
That is correct. That was in July 29th of this year. And the toxicology report definitely confirmed that he had fentanyl in cocaine.
Okay, now did they ever catch the person that was dealing the drug?
No, not as far as I know. I mean, I think that they're always working on these cases.
Sure.
It takes years and years to figure out, who's what, and there's so much to it. I mean, the laws are so convoluted now that it just lets people off the hook, and I think we get what we tolerate, and we're sitting in the aftermath of, tolerating a justice system that does not hold people accountable and let reoffenders out consistently. And we have a lineup of dead children as a result.
And this is what we just talked about off the air. And this is, of course, an opinion of mine and ours as well. The fact that when somebody deals in such a deadly drug as fentanyl, it's no different than handing somebody a gun or a knife and doing something of obscene nature, such as murder, because technically that is what it is. And Glen, you mentioned it and said it right. It's premeditated. If you know you're going to sell that drug laced with something that could kill somebody, that's known as manslaughter / or murder. That's what the charge should be. And unfortunately, they don't look at it that way in the courts. And I've never been able to understand that. And I'm sure you guys are as frustrated as what other people are who are facing this. Tina, you've talked to thousands of parents who have gone through the same thing, and you all raise your hands and go, why have they not been charged with a murder or with manslaughter?
Yeah, that's what I said to the police. They classify it as accidental overdose. I freaked out. This is not accidental overdose. This is someone putting fentanyl, cocaine, so that they can get people more hooked, use kids as drug mules, these people are doing this, and a lot of them are addicted themselves. So it's just like a horrible, cycle.
Yeah.
And the fact that even that label of having, an accidental overdose, that is so wrong on so many levels.
Right.
We got it so wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong. And as long as we're minimizing things like that, we're not going to have a chance in hell of changing this around. Basically it's like shoving things under the carpet and not dealing with the truth. And all the parents are just savage mad at this point. And at some point, the whole thing is going to tip, because so many parents have lost their children, and we're having like 2 to 4 overdoses a day in this province. Overdoses, not death, but those overdoses are ultimately going to lead to death.
Yeah.
When we hit the critical mass, and parents just take over and say, like, we're not putting up with the leadership, we're not putting up with the police system, we're not putting up with the judicial system or the medical system, the whole thing's going to blow.
And that's what it perhaps needs. Who knows? Now, Glen, we're going to come to you, because of you being the mental health advocate and dealing with depression and mental health illnesses. The holidays are coming up, and I know, Tina, this is going to be a tough one for you. Glen, what should one do to make sure no one is left behind and falls into depression or other mental health illnesses during this upcoming holiday season or beyond?
What I would say, Dean, is that if people are going through various mental health illnesses or addiction issue, is to reach out. And it's to reach out to, like, say, formal organizations like the Canadian Mental Health Association, or any other organizations like in Newfoundland. They have LifeWise, previously Channel. And if you don't are connected to them, connect to anybody that might be in the community, any of the community groups like the Lions Club at all, or even the churches or the faith-based organizations. And if not, reach out to your neighbors. Nobody needs to be alone, because that's what my biggest fear is, that people over time, especially this time of the year on social media, because I've kind of wrapped this around a point that I was just going to try to make to yourself.
Yep.
Down in the United States, how everybody's so much, connected to, the social media. They have a new administrator for the Drug Enforcement Agency in the United States, and the woman in an interview last night said around this issue of fentanyl and all the drugs, they're literally now trying to shut down a lot of these social media websites, because they picked up a gentleman, some part of the United States, just yesterday, flashing the amount of money that he was making killing children across the United States, sort of thing. So good on them at all. That's what we need, leadership in this country on that particular thought. But going back to what you're saying at all, reach out, and if not, just, if you're seeing people going through challenges over the Christmas period, either invite them in or take them out for a meal or go for a walk, do something at all. It doesn't necessarily have to have a monetary value at all, but we all need connections, knowing that we're all very much challenged during this cost of living crisis we're experiencing in this world.
Perfect. Now, Mackenzie Critch did a song not too long ago, last year, I guess. It was a song about her journey of overcoming mental illness and bullying through high school. Mackenzie now uses this song as an anthem to all who are struggling. I Ain't Me is the name of the song. Tina, was Ben ever bullied in high school that led to his discovery of smoking pot, and then into the finding of what he had as an illness of bipolar?
Yeah, the very first signs of Ben going off the rails was when I ran in the election 7 years ago. And it just, elections are dirty, and so dirty here in Newfoundland. And they will do anything to take you out. And that's what they did with me. I'm a business leader in this community and have been in business for over 30 years. But they took me out of politics in 3 weeks, and it was all over the news. And Ben was dramatically affected, because I think you shame the parent, you shame the child.
Sure.
And when our good people and our entrepreneurs step up for politics and you take them out like that, that's indicative of our culture. And
sure,
bullying in our leadership, in our politics, is then trickling down into our culture and society as a whole. So let's start there.
Right.
Let's fix the leadership. Let's fix the culture of our leadership and stop beating each other up and polarizing everybody against each other.
Right.
Working together on the issues. And then our kids might have a chance. But yeah, then because of that, Ben was bullied bullied in school. Then he went to pot. That, unlike bipolar, was a chain reaction of like a storm of things and genetically he was predisposed, and it all lined up and eventually led to his death. It was every single thing that was wrong with our system been lived through.
Yeah. So there could have been at some point in those 6 years, someone could have stepped in and went, wait, and put a stop before it got to where it did in July.
Yeah. There was like everything from every time I tried to get him to the hospital and
Right.
he couldn't get in, to all the times we tried to support him when he said he was ready to get help but he couldn't get in. There was 100 times where the system let it hit him down. And I when Ben died, I said, I'm going to help every single parent who's gone through the exact same thing as I did, and I'm going to be that person that's going to patch up that loophole in the system and fix this thing. Because if I don't do it, they're going to live the exact same fate as me. And the only way I've survived this is by helping other people.
Well, between the two of you, I see positivity in the future. I see support for both of you. And I want you both to know that you have my utmost support to spread the word of anything you have going on Jigs and Reels Radio KW. I am here for you. I am here for everybody that is going through a difficult time. I know we all have our issues and we all have our demons, but know that there is support out there for each and every one of you, just like Tina is doing and Glen is doing. So to both of you, Tina, thank you so much for sharing what is no doubt a very difficult time in your life right now. And I know there's going to be days you're going to struggle, but you have many friends and support around you, and the strength that Ben is giving you from above will get you through, my friend. And Glen, always thank you for your insight and advice every time we talk, buddy. I thank you both for this candid talk.
Thank you. Just leave a quick message.
Yes.
For this holiday season, many people always seem to hold grudges or stripes in relationships or in friendships or in families. At the end of the day, people do not know how long people live in this world at all. We all are sinners. We all bleed. We all hurt. We all cry. But we're all good people deep down in our souls. So if anybody is estranged with their loved ones over the Christmas season, please reach out. The message of God, always forgiveness. There's always love. There's always hope. Thank you, Dean.
Thank you, Glen. Tina, thank you.
Keep being amazing.
As Charlie Pride say, and I say to everybody else, I'm just me. To you both, Merry Christmas, and we'll keep in touch via Facebook. Again, thank you both so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
You betcha. Bye-bye. Wow. I told you the topic was going to be very sensitive, and we hope we got some points across. Definitely a tough time and for certain people. But again, remember, always remember, be on the lookout. Watch. Be aware. It's not being nosy. It's not being interrogating. It's being a concerned person. Here's Mackenzie Critch in a song called I Ain't Me. On Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. Wow. That was a tough one to get through. Wow. Extremely heartfelt. Absolutely. Sorry, guys. Just a little emotional, and that kind of, it's a topic that needs to be talked about, right? Does. It always does. And it's not being talked about enough. It's not being talked about enough. Just please, dear God, make sure you hearts to you, Nikki. Hearts to you. Fuck me. Woo. All right. Y'all know how I feel. You all know I wear my heart on my sleeve every single goddamn time. I'll be honest. Hello, Patricia. Hello, all. There was a time this week where I just, I felt that I didn't want to do anything. And I felt the signs. I felt the signs that I knew that certain things were happening and I needed to get my ass in gear and just do them. And for some, it's just not so easy sometimes. Know that you're loved, everybody. Know that you're loved. I got your back. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR, Mackenzie Critch, and a song called I Ain't Me. Again, thank you, Tina. Thank you, Glenn, for such candid talk about mental health. And those that are watching me on the behind the scenes, yeah, the tears were flowing. Going to get back into some music. 8-track favorites is coming up for you in 30 seconds. Hang on.
Waterloo Region, let's make Giving Tuesday a day to remember. Your donation this year to the Food Bank of Waterloo Region.
Yep. All right. Let's get back into this, shall we?
Earth Moving Limited will double your impact by matching your generous gift. Give what you can at thefoodbank.ca/Giving Tuesday and help the food bank reach its goal of 200,000 meals for those who need it most. Together, let's show our community's incredible generosity.
Hi, this is Barry Fitzpatrick, and you're listening to Jigs and Reels with Dean Clark.
I heard this song. Oh, yes, it will. The music is a-coming, guys. The music is coming. We've all had that, my friend. We've all faced those dark days. You know what I mean? And we've got some good friends all around us, some people all around us to help us get through.
Got my song and I got you with me tonight. Maybe it's time we got back the basics of love.
Now, I have to play this song, and the only reason I'm playing this song is because over the weekend I heard this song again on the radio station, Jigs and Reels Radio KW, that you can only hear on live365.com. And I'm trying to find this, of course, you know, the real version from these guys. Oh, hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. For me, the gym is and Dana. Those are my outlets, and my buddy Johnny and Morty's Wings. Morty's Wings. That's where I got to go tonight. Maybe I should go there tonight. Go have some Morty's Wings. Down to there. So how many tuned into Oh, exactly. See, and that's the shit I like. Follow each other. I got my buddy Johnny. I got Patricia. You know, there's so many people out there that can do this. And Mel too. Yeah, and Mel. Looking back, Texas. You know what time it is? It's time for another Red Bull. This shit gives you wings. Males will give you the shits, but I don't know yet. Joking. Johnny's going to be out salting and plowing. My buddy, I don't miss that shit, man. I don't wait. See, Steven agrees. Wings help a lot. Morty's wings, the honey chipotle. Oh, yeah. I think it's almost time for some more Christmas music. What do y'all think? I think we should get ourselves some Christmas music. Christmas. There's Christmas. Come on now. Oh, you know what I heard today? Heard a freaking wicked track today. And I'm a huge Elvis fan. Huge Elvis Presley fan. I named my dog Elvis, right? Presley. Thanks, Rick. Wait till next week, guys. I got a surprise for you. Wait till next week. You know what? I'm just going to do that. No. I'm going to play that and then that. And I got my new music. Bob Texas. I almost sound like Brad Simmons there, don't I, eh, Mel? The Wish. I played that 2 weeks ago. What is my Elvis song? I love Blue Christmas. Christmas with my family, down forward. Those are those guys that have 2 songs, right? The 2-song hit. You know, they need more music, those guys from Down Forward. You know, talk about them all the time. I wear their T-shirts. You know, these guys, and Liam just had a birthday. Shaving my beard? No, I'm not shaving my beard, Johnny. I'm letting it grow. Next week we'll be dressed like Santa. No, but I do have the hat. Dana joked about it. I got myself a Santa hat. So next week, starting December 1st, I'm wearing it everywhere I go out in public. You know, people thought I was the Rock at one point. Now I'll be known as the Rock Santa Claus. No, wait. Rock Claus. But see, the Rock's already taken, so they can call me the Pebble Claus. Yes, Pebble Claus. That's what I'll be. Hello, Wanda Hickey from CB. And not Conception Bay. We're talking about Corner Brook. Ride in the rain. No pain in Newfoundland either. No one ever feels. You're in Lukenbach, Texas, Don? Don is in Lukenbach, Texas. That's crazy, man. Hey, Bob. Thanks, buddy. Oh, Bob's working on an oil rig, everybody in Argentia. Big applaud to you, man. That ain't easy work, brother. Oh, in Corner Brook. Oh, geez, Don. Had me scared there for a second. Yes, the second road bill is finally kicking in. Don't be judging, everybody. Don't be judging. Nobody judges when I'm drinking Red Bull. God, I love these guys. Crooked Stovepipe. These guys are going to be playing a Christmas concert very soon. Well, hello, Mr. David Fitz. Good to have you on, buddy. You just came in time. I got a song coming up from you and D&A. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. Boy, that one doesn't get your feet tapping. I don't know what will. Golden Slippers, Crooked Stovepipe, 8-track favorites, Lukenbach, Texas. Don Brenton was almost in Lukenbach's, but he's just in Corner Brook. Almost the same. It's pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. Lukenbach, Texas, Corner Brook, Newfoundland. I would say it's pretty close. 6:58 here on Jigs and Reels. We've got a Christmas song coming up for you very, very shortly. But before we do, got to let you know that Ugly Stick workshops taking place tomorrow, Wednesday night from 7 to 9 at Victoria Park Pool House, east side of Victoria Park in St. John's. And on Saturday, December 2nd, from noon until 4 at the CLB Armory on Harvey Road in St. John's. And then on Friday at the Kitty Vitty Brewery Tap Room. It is a Mummers Festival kitchen party. Starts at 8 o'clock, goes till about midnight. Give or take, it is a ticketed event, 19 plus admission. And then on Saturday, it is the Mini Mummers Story and Craft, 10:30 to 11:30 at the A.C. Hunter Children's Library. And then later on that afternoon, it is the Mummers Family Fun Program at the Rooms from 1 until 4. So lots of things happening Christmas-wise. So let's play Aunt Marta Saves Christmas, D&A. I recognize this voice.
Could be so sweet.
I recognize this voice.
Starts out not really oh so well, but ends up being quite a lovely story to tell.
Who this?
It was at a tipsy party about 4 years ago.
I know this guy. You guys know this guy. Who this guy? Yes, under the old clickety click 066. What, Joey? Because Denise Sully Critch, you having trouble with the numbers, with your broken arm. That's why you have troubles. You have troubles flicking the thing over. Now that's how I remember bingo down home. Was the boards. Remember the boards? And you have to click them across. Nan was an expert at that. Her and Aunt Alice. Oh, Aunt Red Ruth as well. I should be playing the bingo bus, huh? There it is, buddy. D&A. I knew you'd like this one, buddy. No, grandmother, Nan, and Aunt Alice and Aunt Ruth, they were experts. They used to have almost 20 of those boards in their lap. And Nan was only about 4'2". So you can imagine her from her hips to her knees were yay long. And she'd have 20 of these boards. And click, 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 click. That's all you'd hear in the community center in Heart's Desire. That was it. Click, 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 click.
My eyes started to water and I looked through in my throat. On Christmas Day we had a dinner and everyone was there. There was lots left over for all of us to share.
Money, money, na 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 na.
I raised up my glass and said we all should give a cheer. To dearest sweet America, who saved the Christmas year. Never in the field, that's who we're having me. And the Mounties say are welcome to join us for a feed. The Mounties say you're welcome to join us for a feed. This is for an earth.
Jigs and Rails, 98.5 CKWR D&A. We talked about that is, of course, Mr. Fitz along with Tom Christopher. That's who did that song. Crazy, huh? Isn't that crazy how that is? And they've done that song. What an absolute beaut. Because you only hear that around Christmas time. Aunt Martha saves Christmas. Aunt Martha's been around a lot. I'm not saying what Aunt Martha is, but Aunt Martha's been around a lot. You have to admit that. You have to admit that Aunt Martha's been. Oh, what's this? What's this knocking on my door? Could it be? Could it be? Oh, yeah. It is time for New Music Monday on this Monday, November 27th. I know Jeremy likes this portion of the show. So I have four songs. I'm going to try and download the other song real quick for you after we get a hold of this one. However, we have some songs here for you right now. This young lady goes by Francie Barrett, and this is one of her new songs. Now, you may wonder who the hell she is. She is the niece of Denise Sully Critch. Talk about a musical family. Now, Francie Barrett also goes by the name of Eliza Barrett. That's who she goes by. But for music's sakes, when she wins her Grammy, she goes by Francie Barrett. So here is some new music done in the styles of Mr. Dave Fitz. Francie Barrett. Song is called The Gift. On Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR New Music Monday.
From girl named Maria, walking to market one day.
What?
To rest by the roadside, where a bird with a broken head.
Holy shit. Oh, the rawness. Oh. What?
She happily gave the last peso on a cage made Russian wine.
Okay. What do you think? Got some hearts going on here on TikTok. Thank you so much. Again, if you want to listen to the music side of it, King Robert TV's watching from Lab City. Whoop. If you guys want to listen to the music side of it, www.ckwr.com is where you want to listen to. Keep smashing the likes on that. Well, hello, Miss Jenna Maloney. Holy shit.
Maria had nothing to do. She waited till just before midnight to know.
Wow. And this is your first song ever, right? Hello, Emily Gladys. Now, this is your first song ever, right? Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for your Garth would approve. I thought you were saying you'd approve. So, Miss Eliza, Miss Barrett, this is your very first song you've ever recorded, correct? Is that right? Is that you whistling, Dave? Oh, really? Oh, that's what she did say that. Yeah. Glen Simmons. She mentioned that in her message. Right. But this is her first solo project, right? I like the fact that any artist you work with, Dave, does not push their voice. Do you know what I mean? Like, you create such a positive vibe in their music. Thanks, Sweet Newfie. Isn't it a beautiful song? Yeah, this is cool. I like this. Hello, Lisa Lane. Yeah, you're a little biased, I know. Oh, shit. Woo! Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. First of 4 Gift is the name of that track. What an absolute beauty. As those young kids in Newfoundland are saying, deadly. That's a deadly song. Did I use that in the right context? Been joking around with a lot of people on there. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And that is Francie Barrett and The Gift is the name of that. Sweet Newfie, if you're looking for the thing, I can't type it on here quick yet. www.ckwr.com. That's the way you can find it. That's the music side of things. www.ckwr.com. David Fitz, of course, did that one. Hello, Mr. Desmond Snow. We're doing the live interactive and the behind the scenes TikTok, Facebook Live, 7:08 here on Jigs and Reels. And this next song's got a personal feel to it. Georgie Power's brother, Vincent, passed away this past spring. He recorded this song called Go Rest High on the Mountain. And I knew I was going to play this tonight. But then all of a sudden on Carl Lundgren's post, I saw him sing this song. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty fitting. Because unfortunately for Carl, his nephew passed away in Calgary on last Monday at the age of 47. Noel Lundgren. So to both Noel and to Vincent, Carl sang the song. Georgie is now going to sing the song on Jigs and Reels. Brand new music. 98.5 CKWR. Go rest high on that mountain. New Music Monday. Okay, tonight's been a goddamn thing of tearjerkers tonight, for Jesus sakes. Man, where am I from, Sweet Newfie? Actually, I'm from Ontario. Body was born in Ontario. I tell everybody my heart and soul is born in Heart's Desire, Newfoundland. Whereabouts are you from, Sweet Newfie? I got waffle first hashtags on there. Jesus. Yes, boy, I tell you, man, it's tonight's been a night, boys. Tonight's been a night. Jesus. Wow. No, I'm just me. You ask anybody, I'm just me, my friends. I do this for the love of you all. As we talked about the other way, remember, Eliza, we were talking about that? If we were making money at this, we'd be flat broke, boys. We'd be flat broke. Hello, Eugene Lewis. Ew, fruitcake. Oh, man, you just lost me. Ugh. Wow. Hello, freaking 1974 from Macklin, Saskatchewan. It's a personal hobby business of mine. Who else likes fruitcake? Okay, who else likes fruitcake? Gotta tell me, who likes it? I'm not a big fan of fruitcake. The whole idea of the fruit inside a cake is like having peas in Jell-O. Oh, Samantha, really? Nerve is done. Yeah, Georgie, you killed it, buddy. Again, another one. You're ranging this one, man. Again, Georgie has done it. Mr. Georgie Power. You can find all these new songs as soon as I get home. I will upload these to Jigs and Reels Radio KW on live365.com. Just download through live365.com. Search Jigs and Reels if you so desire, but you can just type in Jigs and it'll pop up. You'll see my logo, and bam, tune in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of all Newfoundland music. If you like Newfoundland music from yesterday, today, and tomorrow, you're going to hear it on that station. And I'll tell you, it's doing extremely, extremely well. Got a lot of comments on that one. Eliza Barrett, awesome job. Piers Fancy, nice job. Wow. And I asked a question while on the break there, who likes fruitcake? Sweet Newfie is making herself sweet cake. Sweet Newfie is making fruitcake. Samantha and Gumdrop and people are drooling. We got a couple of other freaking 1974 saying no way, but the wife loves it. A couple of other people, yeah. Not a fan of the fruitcake thing, you know. It would always reminds me of those stag and does and the weddings you used to go to, and the little white doilies that you used to get with the wrapping around it, and you get the little things like that. And bleh, not a fan. Oh, Patricia, Patty Sinner likes the fruitcake. Oh man, no. Oh, see now Lisa Lane says loves rum-soaked rum cake. Now that I can handle. Yes, rum-soaked rum cake. Nom, 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 nom. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. So we're still on new music. Sorry, see? Some of y'all are drooling on the fruitcake. I'm drooling on the rum-soaked rum cake. Nom, nom. Wait, give me a second. All right. So back in August 2022, this band is a 4-piece Indigenous folk rock band from Goose Bay, Labrador. They're lively, they're engaging, their self-assured performances of honest and sincere lyrical music is what makes Silver Wolf Band one of the most in-demand music groups from Labrador. Their music is piano-driven and rich in harmony. Lyrically, their songs are shaped and informed by family, community, love, and their homeland itself. They have been referred to as the Wilco of Labrador, and 3 of their albums have garnered them a Music PEI Award nomination, 3 Music NL Award nominations, and a Summer Solstice Indigenous Music Award nomination. With every performance, they offer their audience an uplifting and enthusiastic performance of original music, along with their renditions of popular favorites by celebrated Labrador songwriters and musicians. I am talking about Silver Wolf Band now. Social media is awesome. I came across these guys along on Instagram. And again, if anybody knows me, I do not listen to a full song when I get a song because I want it to be treated just like brand new so you guys can hear it for the first time. I did hear the first 20 seconds of one of their songs and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Sent them a message. Hey, guys, I really want your music. I really want to play it on the New Music Monday. I got it no more than 20 minutes ago in my inbox. Here we go. Song is called Old Mokami on Jigs and Reels, 98.5. CKWR, we're talking about Silver Wolf Band, New Music Monday. Jigs and Reels, 98.5. CKWR.
In the waters of Lake Melville, so grand.
All right, here we go. Yay!
In all this great land. Oh, proudly we watch as it flows to the sea.
Wow.
High on the mountain of
Okay, okay. Love the voice. You guys are funny. You guys are teaming up on me here. What the hell? What do you mean you can't hear it? It's on CKWR.com. I hear it. I hear it. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. Shit. I like the voice in this. My cousin, oh my God. Oh my goodness, I can't even think of him now. Anyway, she works as as an ambulance flight up in Goose Bay area. What a great song. I like this. So Matt, my good buddy Matt, is all set. The songs and everything will be recorded and ready to go on Spotify. Too many cut, yes. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. That is Silver Wolf Band. Look for these guys on Spotify, wherever you get your music. And that is Old Mokami. Last week I played a track. Next week I'm going to play another track. But these guys coming out with another one. And this is kind of a deja vu, a Twilight Zone for Mr. David Fitz. Duo is called Sons of Lloyd. We're talking about Des and Lucas Snow, the sons of Lloyd Snow. And Dave had a hand in recording this album for them, which 12 tracks coming out hopefully very, very soon. This song brought Dave back to the day when he helped produce and did harmonies and a lot of stuff with the Lloyd man himself. Let's give it a listen to now. The 2023 version of This Place is Haunted from the Sons of Lloyd. Brand new music on New Music Monday, Jigs and Reels, 98.5 CKWR.
I woke up this morning all alone in my room, and just for a minute I could smell your perfume.
Wow.
And I thought I heard footsteps.
These guys, I tell you, you can tell the talent that has come from and is through. You can hear, God damn.
Every day since you left here, I've searched every room with nothing to greet me but silence and gloom.
Yeah, I agree, Lisa. God damn, it's good. Well, Samantha, this is Lloyd's sons, Desmond and Lucas, singing this song right now.
This place is haunted with memories of you.
Did you do the harmonica in this, Dave? Don't they sound good, Samantha? Like, these guys are freaking awesome. And Desmond's as shy as shit when it comes to recording music. Isn't that right, Dave? Isn't that right, Lucas? Like, listen to this. I knew you did. Yeah, like Dez's voice in this. Where the hell has he been? Bro, Dez. This reminds me of, yeah, the soulfulness in this. This almost replaces yours, Pierce. Almost. God damn, man, that's freaking crazy. Jigs and Rails 98.5 CKWR, Sons of Lloyd. We're talking about Dez and Lucas Snow, the sons of Lloyd Snow, doing This Place is Haunted. A lot of comments on the behind the scenes. Awesome. That's pretty amazing. So nice. You can hear his soul. Desmond is great. This is awesome job on an awesome song. Wow. What did you think of that? What did you guys think of that? That is New Music Monday. We had 4 songs in that: Francie Barrett, Georgie Power, Silver Wolf Band, Sons of Lloyd. Again, all these songs will be uploaded to the Jigs and Reels Radio KW on live365.com. Always take a look, take a listen, do what you need to do, because that is the only station that plays 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of all Newfoundland music. That's right. You heard it right. Got to give you some birthday shout outs before we say goodnight. Happy birthday to the most amazing woman. I don't know. I've never met her, but this was on the post. I hope your day is great and work isn't too busy. We love you to the moon and back and can't wait to celebrate with you later on. Love you. Again, that's not from me. That's from Steve Reed to his wife, Trish. Happy birthday, Trish. Joanne Burgess, happy 29th birthday to Chase. Chase Burgess, today is a day to celebrate you. You are a very kind, caring, and lovable young man, and I know you can accomplish great things. Mom wishes you nothing but the best always. Love, Mom. And she wants a great Christmas gift too. Colleen Clark, happy 22nd birthday to their beautiful daughter, Jessica Murphy. Colleen and I grew up, well, when I went home to Heart's Desire, Colleen was one of the ones we used to hang around with. Also very blessed to have such a fantastic daughter, and I thank God every day for you. Promise to be there for you. Love you for the rest of my life as a mother should be. I love you, my beauty. We have Trevor Bennett. Myra Bennett, who, of course, is part of Mainland Kitchen Band. Happy birthday to you. Love you to the moon and back. And, of course, Dino Reed's daughter. Kaylee is 21. She is now legal all over the world. Happy birthday to you all. And that now brings us up to our final song tonight. This is one of my favorite songs from my sister. You all know who this is. That's right. Let's do this. Let's do this. My friend, Christmas song, some Slush Lush. Let's see the power. Jigs and Reels.
I'm a slush, slush on the Christmas crush.
So who's going to be making some slush lush? Oh, thanks, Sandra. Tonight was one of those heart-wrenching shows that was freaking tough to get through. Let me tell you all, that was a tough one to get through, but I got through it. Thank you, Sandra. All right, what is the most important ingredient in slush lush? What do you need to make the slush? What do you need? Come on, tell me. Creamsicle slush. Samantha, what is the one thing you need in order to make slush? Thank you, Donnie. Have fun down in Lukenbach, Texas. That's it. Leo Wall got it. Slush in the old beef bucket. You need a beef bucket. Washed out. Washed out. You don't need any of the remnants in there. Dave, thank you, buddy. Yes, next week, same time, same place, 6 o'clock. Thanks, man. I love you too, Davey. The Fitz man himself. And Patricia, thank you so much. Vodka? Yes. Yes, but you need that bucket. Who does theirs with vodka? Is it vodka? Because I'm going to make it for the first time ever this year. Johnny, you're coming over. Dana and I and Johnny, we're going to have some slush. Oh, buddy. Desmond Snow, thank you. Desmond Snow's on the Facebook page, part of the Sons of Lloyd. My buddy, my buddy. If you guys don't know who this is, you need to follow this young lady. My friend, my sister, Miss Asitha Power. She's effing awesome. God love her. God love her. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun making this slush because you know those pails of oh damn, I got a good idea for that one. Jigs and Rails 98.5 CKWR asked the question on the behind the scenes. What is the number one thing you need to make slush? You need a washed out pail of salt beef. That's right. The pail that the salt beef comes in, you need to wash it out. Please just, dear God, wash it out. It's disgusting. With all the blood and guts inside there for the salt beef. It's almost as good as a fruitcake. All right. We're going to make some slush on a show coming up very, very soon. I should do that. I should do a show just of slush. Oh, that's a good idea. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll about do things for me. I really, really hope you enjoyed tonight's show. It was a topic that needed to get discussed. Again, thank you, Tina. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you all for tuning in on the Behind the Show on TikTok and on Facebook Live. So until next Monday night when you hear Heave Away from the Fables, you know you're listening to Jigs and Reels, the all Newfoundland radio show, playing the best in Newfoundland music this side of the St. Lawrence. Until next Monday night, may God bless you. May God bless the tropical island of Canada known as Newfoundland. You guys have yourself a great week. Good night. Woo!
Enter a season of wonder.
All right, my people. May you guys have a great night. Thank you so much, freaking 1974. Thank you, guys. God bless you all. We'll do this again next week. Good night. And you guys on Facebook, always a pleasure, guys. We'll talk to you in the week. Thank you.